Now, our guest today has joined us many times, opening up about the realities of living with grief following the loss of her husband, Tom Parker, who died at just 33 years of age back in March 2020. Now she is putting pen to paper in the hope of proving that whatever the circumstances, there's always some light at the end of the tunnel. Here to tell us more, please welcome Kelsey Parker. Oh, love to have you back. Well, listen, I've got a copy of the book here, Kelsey, and I'm really intrigued by the title, With and Without You. It's an important thing to choose a title of such a personal book. Why did you go for that?
Well, when you read the book, it's in the chapters you'll get to spend time with me and Tom together, so you'll be at our wedding, and then in the back end of the chapter it'll be the year, our first anniversary without him, my first wedding anniversary without Tom. So
yeah,
it's the juxta of when I was with him, and you really get a sense of like our relationship, our love. You know, he was my best friend, my soulmate, my everything. So you really get that in the book, and then it's how I've coped.
Yeah, can't have been an easy thing to do to write this because it's all so fresh.
No, this has been the hardest thing I've done. I can't read the book without crying. It's a real realisation that this has been my life for the last 3 years. And I think, you know, when Tom got diagnosed, I didn't have time to think. It's like he got diagnosed and there's only standard of care, and I was on this mission, come on, I've got to keep him alive. And then I got to the point where obviously he died. And then now it's my kids, and now I move forward, and how do I get through this, and how do I live my life now without the love of my life?
Yeah.
And,
but go on,
sorry, I was going to say, how... Because you mentioned that Aurelia and Bodhi, they're, what, 3 and 1. How... Also, there's I mean, lovely that when they get older, you've got that to be able to give to them as a sort of a record of everything that happened. But how do you keep his memory alive with them? Because they're very young, aren't they?
Do you know what? He's so present in our house. Like, there's still all the pictures from our wedding, like, everything. Tom's everywhere in our house, but... You know, for them, it's constant. Like, this morning, I did a little video of her and she said, can you text that to Daddy?
Oh, God.
But it's constant. It's like, you know, we're always talking about Daddy, and I said, you know, Mummy can't do that. Daddy's watching you. He can see that you're singing and dancing, but I can't actually send that video to Daddy this morning.
Are you still open with them when you're feeling really sad about it? Yeah,
if I'm having a sad day and I'm crying, I'm like, I'm so sad because Dad's not here now.
Yeah. And how do they respond to you with that? They can be so amazing, children, aren't they? How adaptable they are.
They are amazing because, like, she'll have that moment this morning and say, like, where's Daddy? But then on the next breath, she's saying, where are we going tomorrow and what are we doing? It's like, someone put it like, that it's like George and his muddy puddles and he's jumping in and out of it, and that is what it's like with them. So we'll have this moment and then you think, have I been OK? Like, have I addressed that correctly? Like, did I say everything right? And then she's asking then, what are we doing tomorrow?
Yeah. But to a certain extent, that's what you have to do in your life, isn't it? You're 31 years of age, you know, with 2 little kids, and you are going to go from sad and tears to, oh, my God, what's for dinner? What am I going to do with my life? You know, how am I going to spend my life? You know, you do have to balance all of those different things all the time. And, you know, I know there can be judgment. We've spoken about it before. But you have to do that. You're 31 years of age. You have to look at the breadth of your life.
What do people expect you to do? Stay sad forever?
No, and this is the thing, and it's, you know, I wrote this book and I wanted the fairy tale with Tom. I wanted the fairy tale happily ending, but that didn't happen for me. So how now do I move forward with my life? And I've put I put Tom first, I've put the children first, and I just feel like now that I need a bit of happiness.
Of course you do. And like you said, you were known as Tom's wife.
Yeah.
And people don't really know that you had an acting career in Bridge Drama School, and then you were Tom's widow. And like Kay says, you're 31.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like time for you to fly and do what you want to do.
And your kids need to see you fulfilled. Your kids need to see you happy. Your kids need to see you having a life while still remembering their daddy.
And with that in mind, you've started a new relationship, which we're all thrilled about because we do want to see you enjoy yourself and be happy. But again, that must bring up all sorts of emotions for you.
And again, that's not plain sailing either because it's really hard. We're trying a new relationship, and I am grieving someone, and it's really, really hard for both of us. But do you know what? I'm really, really happy, and I deserve a little bit of happiness.
Of course
because,
you do.
Yeah.
100%. And anyone that can't feel that, then they need to look in the mirror.
I feel like you have paid your dues. You have been through something that many of us have never, ever experienced and dread. And to think you've come out the other side and you're actually, you know, supported enough to feel you can find happiness again is brilliant. You know, it takes us years to explain to friends of ours who've lost partners that they can get back out there and they must do, because as role models, like you said, Kay, you have to show your children that there is more to life than having, you know, the conventional version
And life's
of a
tough,
marriage.
and you have to be resilient. And I have been resilient, and I feel like, yeah, I need happiness now.
So what would you like to achieve in your life?
Oh, there's so much I need to... You know,
Start.
it's living for today, living in the now. Like, Tom has taught me that we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So just be present with the children, with whatever you want to do in your career, your future. Like, take every opportunity and seize it, because he didn't get the tomorrow, did he? He died at 33. So it's been a massive, massive learning curve for me as a person.
And would you like to take up an acting career again? Would you like to pick that up?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Put it out there, manifest it,
Yeah.
it'll come.
Do you kind of also feel, you know, like you say, he's taught you that, you know, you've got no guarantees tomorrow, but has it also taught you that anything could happen, also in a positive way? So that, you know, these terrible things happened, but also there could be another side of that.
And, you know, even coming on here, like, I love being on here. I love being with you women. I love talking, you know. I'm taking these opportunities. I'm making the most of them, because that's what he's taught me. Like, seize the day. Like, make the most of the opportunities. If someone said, yep, we've got this massive, you know, American movie for you to do, absolutely. Kids, we're moving to America.
I wanted to ask you, because I know you're, what, 33, is
Yeah.
it? And you're, you know, so you're a lot younger than I am, and you probably do have more going on with social media. But I know you felt the need to put out a statement about your new relationship. Why did you feel the need to explain yourself to people that have a view on your life that you are never going to meet?
Do you know what? That's such a good question. I just think that it was really tough for me at the weekend, and I just wanted to say to people, like, it's OK for me to be happy, and please don't judge me.
Yeah.
Because I've really been through it, and I don't need the judgment. And as long as my children are happy, you know, my family are happy for me, Tom's family are happy for me, like, that's all that matters.
The judgment's their problem, though, not yours.
Yeah, and also just go and spend time with your family and get offline and stop trolling people.
Best advice.
That is
It's not
very
nice.
good advice. Kelsey, we always love having you with us. Kelsey Parker.